Hi, I finally remembered to grab the camera at the beginning of the month to start the vlog off, so welcome to the vlog. So before we get into the vlog, I kind of just wanted to give a quick little introduction. I started a new job last week. There have been quite a bit of life changes in my life, as I mentioned in the previous vlog. I will get into that a little bit, but before we get into that, I really just wanted to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. May is a month where we basically raise awareness about mental health. We try to break the stigma of just being afraid to talk about your mental health and talking about those issues publicly. This sponsorship actually means so much to me because I'm just a huge advocate for therapy, for asking for help when you need it, and it's something that I personally had to deal with myself. I actually started using BetterHelp for therapy way before they even contacted me to sponsor this video. So I'm truly thankful and I feel very honored to even be able to talk about this with you. So if you aren't familiar with BetterHelp, I will give you a quick rundown. BetterHelp is online therapy where you can chat, live chat, FaceTime call with your personal therapist at the comfort of your own home. I know a lot of people are very uncomfortable with sitting in an office and waiting to speak to a therapist in person, and something that I really do enjoy is that I am able to speak to my therapist in the comfort of my room. So one of BetterHelp's goals, and also the goal for this month, is to make sure that there is access and affordable access for mental health care. BetterHelp is more affordable than the traditional route of therapy, and there's also financial aid that they offer. In order to start, all you do is fill out a little survey to address your needs, and then you are assigned with a therapist within 48 hours. You can match and unmatch with your therapist. There's no additional cost for that. Personally, it took me 2 tries to find my therapist that I'm currently working with and that I have been working with for the last few months, and it's been such a pleasant time with her. BetterHelp has over 20,000 therapists, so if there isn't a therapist that's actually physically within your range, they can connect you to someone that's maybe across the states, and they will work with your hours depending on your therapist's availability. So I would say the last 5 to 6 months, I've just been dealing with some personal things. A lot of things that kind of leave me feeling like I have no control of my future, and it brings me a lot of anxiety. I'm a big overthinker, and when there's something that's on my mind, I really let it get to me. My anxiety keeps me up late at night. Sometimes I can't sleep, sometimes I can't eat, and it's been a rough couple of months. And with my therapist, I just feel so comfortable and so blessed that I was able to find a therapist that I feel so comfortable and connected with. Currently working through a lot of internal feelings, but I'm just very thankful that I have the platform and the opportunity to even share my personal story and have people message me and let me know that they can relate to it, and it helps them feel like they're not alone. So if you're going through a tough time right now and you feel like you're ready to start therapy, or you know someone personally that's going through a tough time and you'd like to talk to them, feel free to recommend them BetterHelp. You can use my link that will be on the screen and also linked in my description to get 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. Just go to betterhelp.com/Linda Cheung. That's betterhelp.com/Linda Cheung. Don't be afraid to not know where to start when you start your first sessions, because when I first jumped into therapy, I didn't know where to begin. I didn't know what I wanted to work on. I just knew that I needed to talk to someone and I needed professional help. I personally feel like I'm always going to be on a life journey. I'm always going to be soul searching. As I grow, my mindset will change. So I feel like just this self journey that I'm working on, there will always be work to be done. There's always something that you can improve on, or even just something you want to talk about. That's something that I've recognized. That's something that I personally enjoyed with therapy. And I personally hope that BetterHelp can provide some sort of comfort like that to you, like it has to me. So thank you again, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video, and let's begin the vlog.
So easy if you only give me a sign. You seem so unique and so hard to find. So If you wanna be with me, let you know that I don't mind. Every time I see you and you greet me with a smile, I can't help the feeling I keep falling every day. Keep falling every day. Keep falling every day. Don't know if you're teasing me or just being nice, but every time I see you, I keep falling every day. Left me wondering what to do. My head's a mess. I still remember when you came into my life. Oh, but in September, I lost my angel in disguise.
Happy birthday!
All the flowers in my garden never looked as bright as this. Like a happy child, I watched them grow out of only seeds. Butterflies down my stomach when I think of you and me. It is funny how a lot can change when you learn how to breathe. Look at my eyes.
There's always room for boba! I figured since I remembered to pull out the camera, I would give you guys a little life update. I quit my job. I guess to put it in more correct terms so it doesn't sound so dramatic is I left my job at Barbell Brigade. And to be honest, there was no drama. There was absolutely no reason for me to leave my job except for the fact that the things that I am dealing with personally right now doesn't allow me to be fully present at my job. And in order for me to do my job at Barbell Brigade, a big part of it is me physically being at photo shoots and video shoots, and with the things that I'm currently dealing with in my personal life, it does not allow me to do that. So I just thought it was in both my best interest and the company's best interest for me to just leave my position and just give the position to someone that can wholeheartedly give their full effort and do a great job for the company. I have nothing but love for everyone that works there, everyone that goes to the gym there, my bosses. It was such a great year and I learned so much and I've gained so much experience, and I'm just very excited for this next chapter of my life. It was a very tough decision to have to decide to leave, but I just know that in the end, it's not just, again, it's not just in my best interest, but it's in the company's best interest too, because they deserve someone that can be there 100% of the time. They deserve someone that can fully commit their schedule to this position, and I really hope the best for the company and whoever fills my slot next, because yeah, they're going to be very lucky to be working with such a great team.
Summer rain on the window. Watch the time float on.
I had such a busy day today. I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk a little bit more about my experience with therapy. I prefer to keep some of the things that I talk about with my therapist personal, but I wanted to talk about how therapy has benefited me and kind of the things that I work through in therapy. I'm pretty sure I've said this in many of my vlogs in the past and maybe even in this vlog earlier, but I am a big fan and advocate for self-improvement. You know, the journey of just wanting to be better for yourself so you can become a better person to other people and those around you and those that you love. I'm a big advocate for that, and that's something that I always continue to strive to work on. It's not necessarily, I think that there's something that needs to be fixed within me, but I always feel like I could be a better person. I could treat myself better, speak about myself, and talk to myself a lot better and more positively, because that energy also radiates to everyone around me. And you know, if I'm not speaking about myself or I don't feel positive about myself, I feel like that also just I'm exerting that same energy out to other people, and I don't like that. So that's definitely something that I always talk to with my therapist about, is just I'm aware of how I'm feeling or how I'm behaving, and there are some behaviors that I would like to change, or just figure out the root of why I behave the way I do, just so that way I can either figure out how to work on fixing that, or just learning how to accept certain behaviors that I exhibit that I just can't get the habit out of, if that makes sense. There are so many things that you can learn about yourself through therapy, and I feel like I've learned so much about myself just by sitting, taking the time to think about how I behave, how I react to things, and just listening to the way I speak about things, the way I speak about myself. I guess a couple of things that I learned about myself that I guess was always in the back of my head but I never really thought much about was just I'm a very big workaholic, and I put a lot of my value and my worth in how productive I am and how much work I get done and just how much work I can do to please other people. And in my earlier 20s, I was definitely a people pleaser. I lived to make sure that everyone liked me and everyone was happy, and it bothered me a lot back when I was younger that when people didn't like me. I'm so glad that as I've gotten older and just with time, I just don't have the energy to exert to make people like me. And especially with the YouTube audience, and especially with or being in the public eye, I fully accept and come to terms that I can't please everyone, and it's not my job to please everyone. At the end of the day, I know who I am as a person, and the ones that I surround myself and those that love me know who I am as a person too, and that's all that really matters to me. A stranger's hate comment on the internet actually does not bother me whatsoever anymore. When I first started YouTube, any single hate comment I got would rub me the wrong way, and I've definitely grown some thick skin. But on top of that, on top of just growing that thick skin, I've also grown a lot of acceptance of just, hey, you can't make everyone happy, and that's totally okay. I can go on and on about the things that I have talked through, I'm currently working through, and would like to work through in the future with therapy. I will stop myself from this continuous ramble and just end the night here, but yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about more of my therapy experience, because I know that I have been talking about it for quite some time on YouTube and on my Instagram stories, and I never really got around to getting a little bit more specific about the things that I'm working through. And I just feel comfortable speaking openly about this because I've gotten a lot of messages on Instagram of people saying that they find comfort in me being so open and vulnerable about just where I am in my life right now. I'm sure you have heard an earful already, so I will end the night here. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna head to bed. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next clip.
Really resonating with this video, like literally everything she's saying. And I think I'm finally at a stage in my life right now.
The last few months have been very heavy on me. I keep talking about how I've been going through a lot of life changes, and honestly, currently I'm not in the best mental headspace as I was late last year. I'm feeling very confused with my life, and I'm feeling very lost right now. It's really funny to me because I started a new job not too long ago. I always thought that me having some sort of stable career or some sort of career at all was basically how I felt like I defined myself and I defined my worth. But even now, with having a career that I'm so happy with, that I feel is so stable and, you know, so great, I still constantly find myself in an ongoing confusion of looking for something else in life. I feel like I'm lost. I feel like a part of me is still unhappy and searching for something, and I don't know what it is I'm searching for. I think something that I struggle with currently is
enjoying the present and living in the moment, because I find myself overthinking a lot about my future. I am in my later 20s, so I find myself really thinking about the future a lot more. It's not that I'm trying to complete something by a certain timeline or, you know, have like this whole list of things crossed off by the time I hit 30, but just being in my later 20s now and just realizing I'm not in my early 20s anymore. I'm not in college, and there's a lot of growing up that needs to be done, and a lot of growing up that already has been done that I guess scares me a little bit, because I still don't know what I'm doing at the end of the day. And I think I guess that's part of the beauty in life. But right now, in my current state of just where I am with my mental health, it's more scary and anxiety inducing than it is something that makes me optimistic. It's funny because I watch back my old vlogs of just where I was last year, you know, springtime, summertime, and the fall, and I feel like that was such a different mindset that I had back then compared to where I am right now. And it's not that I'm ashamed to be where I am right now with my mental health and just trying to figure out life again. I'm trying to find the time for myself and to prioritize myself again, because I feel like I've been so distracted and focused on just everything else in my life that I just don't know why I stopped making myself a priority. And I think it's really time that I change that for myself. I honestly don't know where I was going with this, but I feel like there's always just this constant state of me looking for myself or soul searching or doing something. But a big part of that is just me also learning to enjoy the present. And again, that is something that I continue to strive to work on every single day. If you're going through anything similar, or if you're going through a rough time, just know that you're not alone, and remember that it is totally okay to ask for help. Just gonna end the video here. Thank you again, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.